Today is a very sad day for America. It's a very sad day for all of us fat asses. Well, I'm not a fat ass, but a lot of fat asses out there in America are very sad today and they're crying because now they don't know what to put into their deep fryer. You know, it appears that the hostess has gotten out of business and they're no longer going to make Twinkies or the cupcakes or the zingers. Actually, I prefer the zingers over the Twinkies. They were more flavorful. I mean, that's just me, but my nephew, man, he texted me, the one that the gamer. Oh, he's furious. I mean, he loves Twinkies and he loves to deep fry that shit. I don't know why. And I never tasted that. It's kind of gross. You deep fry a Twinkie? Oh no, not what Americans are gonna do. We can't deep fry that shit anymore. But in a sense, I feel like we have lost some sort of like brother or something. You know, we've lost something now, right? Like an American icon. It's like losing the Statue of Liberty. Except that the Statue of Liberty doesn't have a torch, it has a Twinkie on its hand. Yeah, that should be our national emblem, our national symbol right there. Instead of a torch on the Statue of Liberty, it should be a Twinkie. Yeah, there are people who are freaking out right now. I mean, they're saying, "Oh, what am I gonna do without a?" I mean, just look at what happened before. I mean, a lot of great products have come and gone, and that's what happens. And people don't really realize how much, the Twinkies were really important to this country, if that is what you really think, until now, until it's finally going away. Now everybody's talking about Twinkies. I guess we overlooked the importance of a cream-filled pastry. How many calories it really can provide for the American consumer. And for all the fat asses, mainly fat asses. So, my mother's also not happy about that. And my mother loves Twinkies, and she buys a box every now and then. And she brings me some as well. I'm like, I'm not really going to eat this crap. Already my doctor is telling me that I'm not getting better. I need to work out more than I'm doing. And I'm like, golly. My blood sugar is still not steady, and trying to protect myself from pre-diabetes. And my mother, who now her doctor told her that she might have symptoms of pre-diabetes, and she's buying all this junk food, all this frozen processed shit. And I don't have time to really cook a lot, but I try to cook. I try to make myself something that I know is for me. And if I can't find anything good, I'll just eat like fruit or something. At least that's kind of non-processed, But this family, we eat a lot of shit. My cousins, they eat, it's basically what? Fried something, fried meat or something like that. And beans, refried beans, and fried rice. Now, the rice is not really a big deal. But meat, all the time, meat, red meat. I'm not a vegetarian, but I'm not a rabid meat eater like my cousins. And that's why they're all fat. One of my cousins is actually kind of attractive. He's kind of cute. But he's fucking fat. He needs to lose weight. And so, but yeah, my family is reflective of that. Of the American image. The American system. Of eating Twinkies and all that shit. Well, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss a Twinkie. In a way, I think it should come back. I think somebody out there should have some money. Now, see, this is where Obama should come in and do something, because you know how we have these bankers and all of them saying, "Oh, we're too big to fail. We're too big to fail. We are the godsend to America, but bankers are merely what? Moochers and hedge fund hyenas and vulture capitalists, and all they do is strip assets of companies. And that's what happened to Hostess. Hostess got Romneyed. And that's why the CEO, who is a businessman, blames Romney because another bank capital disaster has happened. This is the economics of Romney and the Republican Party. This is what they want to do. And so I'm not surprised that this is going on. And in fact, this is who we should be bailing out if you're really thinking about this. How do we rescue the economy? We have to restructure this company. Some people have to take some cuts, maybe some union members and bosses, and yes, some of the people who are owed the debts. We can restructure this and we can bail it out and save it. And actually, this is a place where we can create jobs, save jobs at the same time, and continue with the American icon of Hostess, of Twinkies and cupcakes and zingers, you know, because this is where jobs are produced. This is where the economy is. I mean, if you're thinking that rescuing Lehman Brothers and Goldman Sachs and all that is, well, that's where the economy is, you're fucking deluded. That's where the robbery and all the gambling is going on. Let this be a lesson to all of you. For those of you that miss the Twinkie, let this be a lesson in economics. And if you own a company like Hostess, don't let people like Romney or other hedge fund hyenas or asset strippers come in and take away your company and destroy it with their vulture capitalist tactics, leaving you dead broke with all these debts, and they walk away selling all of your assets. How about that? How about that? Anyway, yeah, my mother's really pissed off. Not pissed off, but she's disappointed. She's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to go, and oh God, Jose, take me to the store. Like, once we heard the news today, she's like, oh Jose, take me to the store. I need to find some cupcakes. We need to get some Twinkies. Oh no, I'm gonna buy some boxes of Twinkies. Like, why? What's the big deal? It's gonna come back later on. If it's a big deal, I mean, the Twinkie is basically like the hot dog. I mean, it's not gonna go away. Some other companies are gonna pick it up, or they're gonna have their own versions. You know, things like that. I have faith it will come back. But she's like, no. And then there are people on eBay who are selling boxes of Twinkies for like $100. So my dad caught up to that and he's like, don't sell the. Don't eat them all. We should sell them. My dad's pretty, you know. When he has an opportunity to make money, he'll be there. You're not planning to eat all those boxes of Twinkies. You're not planning to eat all that shit. We're gonna sell all those boxes. Like, Mama's like, no. We have to keep them. I'll eat one a week. I'm like, Mom, you're gonna keep boxes of Twinkies in the pantry for like a year? You're gonna eat year-old Twinkies? What the hell's the matter with you? We could freeze them and oh golly, you should see these people. My parents argue about these like petty little things. Twinkies. And tomorrow they're gonna go to the store. I don't know. She told me, "Can you take me to the store?" Because my dad has to do something else. She's like, "Oh, Jose, can you take me to the store? I need to go to the store, honey, because I want to go buy boxes of Twinkies." I'm like, Mom, don't you think there are like a lot of people who are gonna buy those things, and there may not be any more tomorrow? So, I don't know. And she's trying to call the store, the grocery store, to see if they have any more Twinkies. I mean, my mother is a Mexican woman, and she's worried about Twinkies. Look at that. Where she grew up, you know, in Mexico, the Northern Ranch, there wasn't any Twinkies or cupcakes or anything like that. You know, there was just what? Tortillas, tamales, potatoes. I mean, that's basically what they ate: beans and corn. And now she's in the States, and now she's eating, frozen burritos and Twinkies and whatever my nephew would make for dinner or whatever, or anything like that. Usually, what, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried bananas. I gotta get rid of that deep fryer that he has. I mean, he's gonna clog up his arteries really soon, and he's gonna have a heart attack. Anyway, but I see a lot of health enthusiasts are like happy that the Twinkie is going away. Like, yeah, people are now going to stop eating that, and they're gonna eat healthy. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Are you delusional? Americans don't eat healthy, you dumbass. We eat all this shit. Mexican food used to be healthy until like it came over to the US, and then we added cheese on everything and deep fry this, deep fry that. Mexican ice cream, which is like deep fried something. I don't know what it is, but El Torito makes it deep fried ice cream. Can you believe that? And if you go to Mexico, you ask for deep fried ice cream, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Huh? ¿Qué? Oh, right. So, but don't worry, Mexico will be coming to the rescue. They're gonna have their own version of Twinkies. El Tinquito. Oh, Mexico, they have all these snacks now. I mean, if you go to Mexico, they have like, I don't know what they have. Their version of Twinkies are gancitos. I don't know if you've ever seen these little cakes. They're the same size as a Twinkie, but instead of cream filling, they put marmalade inside and a little bit of cream. And it's chocolate covered with sprinkles. Ooh, ooh. I see all these fat asses running to the store. I want a gansito. Well, that's the Mexican version. That's the Mexican Twinkie, actually. That's very popular in Mexico. Gansito, which is what? It's like a, what is it? Baby geese? Something like that? Baby geese? Baby goose? A little goose? Whatever. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's a baby goose. I had one of those about 2 weeks ago. I had a gansito. My mother bought... I mean, she buys all this shit. I mean, like, I'm going to cut her off. But she gets her pension, so, like, I can't cut her off from her pension, but I give her money to go buy food. And she buys, like, all this junk shit. You know, she buys M&Ms and candy and... Oh, on Halloween, she went all out in Halloween. She bought like $55 worth of candy. And most of it is, still there on her counter. It was supposed to be for these trick-or-treaters, but not all of them came over. We had a few trick-or-treaters at her house. And my dad tried to give those away to the kids that were coming over, and my mom was like, "Remember, only one piece of candy for one person." Because she wanted to save them all for herself. So I went there to help and pass out candy, because they got a little bit of a rush. They got a little bit of a lot of trick-or-treaters at the beginning of the evening. So I went there and I was helping, trying to pass out the candy. And every time I went by, or my mother went by, she would like take 2-3 pieces of candy away from me. And she'll eat them. Like, "Mom, you have to look out for yourself. I mean, you're eating too much sugar." "Oh, but I can't really help it. I like candy. I like to suck on candy. I like caramels on." Oh, Christmas is coming. Oh, Christmas is the worst time of the year for her. She likes to eat all this candy canes and binuelos. Oh my God, it's all over the place. And she's talking to me, like one time she talked to me and she told me, "Hey, Jose, you better watch out with your weight." I'm watching my weight. Yes, I am. I'm trying to lose weight. I've already lost 10 pounds. I weigh like 210 now. I mean, I was getting a little bit chunky. I was trying to lose some weight, So I lost a lot of weight. And the reason that I lost weight, and I told her this, because Mom, I stopped going to your house. I stopped going to your house and try to eat all of your shit. Because when I go to her house, all she feeds me is candy and chocolate and fucking all this shit. I don't know what's her deal with the chocolate and candy or sweets. I mean, whenever we go to like Olive Garden, because that's her place, and I hate a fucking Olive Garden, but she takes me there for lunch or for dinner or whatever. And the first thing that she sees in the menu is the desserts. Oh, they have a new dessert. Oh, I'm like, Mom, I'm just reading the appetizers, and I know what they are anyway because I used to work there, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, she's all depressed now. Well, not depressed, but she's worried. I mean, she's like, oh no, I better get some Twinkies. My father's like, well, let's go, but we're gonna keep them. We're gonna sell them, maybe 2 months from now. They might be worth like $1,000. I'm like, my dad just thinks about money. My mom just thinks about candy. I mean, that's how it is. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But if they buy the Twinkies, then I guess I don't know I guess some of them will be eaten by my mother, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't want to intervene with that. But my nephew is also having some, he's getting a little bit depressed. He actually stopped playing his video game today. Maybe that was because of the Twinkie news. He wasn't really that happy about it. It's just about a pastry. It is about a dessert or a piece of cake. And I'm like, why are people so frustrated over this? And it's not just my parents or my nephews. I mean, I see a lot of these people on the internet, everywhere, they're talking about this. They're like, oh no, we're going to lose the Twinkie. Oh no, it's like a national disaster. It's like 9/11 all over again. Oh no, it's Al Qaeda. Al Qaeda took our Twinkie. People are blaming Obama, obviously, and they're blaming. Romney has a little bit of fault in this, but I mean, the CEO who is actually in there. You could imagine that CEOs, the majority of them were for Romney. Businessmen, they were all for Romney. But this guy says, actually, I think, wasn't this guy for Romney? I think he was, because this guy's a total union buster. But he doesn't blame Obama. He blames Romney. I'm not here to defend Obama, but I'm just saying, there might be some credibility. And I actually do believe that this is another Bain Capital kind of thing that's going on. Romney made Bain Capital famous, and their MO, which is to destroy companies like Hostess and sell their assets, strip their assets, and make money out of that. That's the new American system. Is that what we want as Americans? I don't think so. We want something totally that's in line with our traditions. And that is that we build American companies, we build American icons, from our vehicles to our pastries to everything, refrigerators, television sets. I have an old television set made out of wood. It's from like the 70s, or the 60s. And it's still working, by the way. It's a big one. I think it's like, I don't know, what's big for its time. I think it's 20, it's like 30 some inches. I don't know. And it's a nice television set. It's made out of wood. Most of it's made out of wood. And it's from the 60s. And it still works like a charm. And I use it sometimes for like, if I want to watch regular television, but it's in another room. I mean, we build good stuff here in America. Why can't we build more stuff? Why can't we build more? That's really the question that people should be asking themselves. Is like, why can't we build? Why can't we produce? Why is Hostess going out of business? And you might say it's the unions. Part of it is that, yes. But you're going to have to ask yourself, why are the unions striking? I mean, there's no reason why they should be striking unless something was done to make them strike. So, I mean, a union doesn't strike just because they're saying, oh, we want a $1 raise. They were cutting their benefits left and right, and all this stuff that was going on at that company, it was really, really managed badly. I mean, it was a complete disaster, and everybody's blaming these workers for that because of the management. Because management couldn't do their job. I don't really get this shit. You know, they should have come out with new pastries. They should have come out with new products. They should have done something about that and make more revenue. Instead, they're trying to, short stop and basically try to cut people's benefits and all this shit that they were trying to commit against the workers. Why couldn't they just make more revenue and be a better businessman? I mean, Ford, he paid his employees really well. And still he made a lot of money. And his employees were happy. Everybody was happy. But this is what happens when you have really bad managers who are too fucking greedy. They're fucking cheapskates. And this is what happens. You fucked everything up. You fucked it up. I mean, we can blame Romney, the Romney system, or Romney-onics. What is it? Romney economics? I don't know what it is. We can blame all that shit. Okay? We can try to do that. But, I mean, in reality, jobs are being lost. We lose jobs here. We lost a Twinkie. And that's it. That's the end of that story. I don't know, but maybe something will come out of this. Maybe we will find somebody or another company will buy the Hostess brand. I don't know what's going to happen. But somebody out there with money needs to come out and step up to the plate. You know, this is a good opportunity for all those billionaires and all those millionaires that call themselves the job creators. You are a job creator? Really? Well, this is the great opportunity for you to prove that. Step up to the plate, you job creator. Step up to the plate and open up all these factories now. Open up these bakeries. Employ new workers to these factories and start making those Twinkies. Why can't you do that, you job creator? Because you're fucking either lazy, which you're not, but in most likely, in any sense, you're not a job creator. You're a liar. You are a money hoarder. You saw that Hostess was going under and you did nothing. You didn't want to invest in it. You wanted Hostess to destroy itself, and now it's destroyed. Maybe you want to buy it. Maybe, you want to pay, 10 cents on a dollar? Like always? Anyway.